Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, the Spanish campaign. The proper Spanish campaign, I should say, where I'm currently losing a shit ton of money. Where have I seen this before? Right, let's double check my fleet to begin with. I believe most ships are on limited, not all of them though. So let's start off with that. A limited control. I have a ship. You're moving. Okay, yeah, okay, that's fine. Minus 15 million. That's good. 2 ships are being refitted, of course. That costs a lot of money. And yeah, 1 battleship is also being built, so that's 3 battleships currently in the dry docks. That does explain some of the monetary losses. That said though, new dockyard, let's go. Let's see, we have 3 battle cruisers, 14 heavies. Let's do some pruning, I say. A heavy cruiser group is being dispatched in North Oceania. Yeah, that's a big task force, actually. My heavy cruisers, they're all of the same class. Cardinal class. That is a 1908 design by now. Let's take a look at it. I want an immediate upgrade. Refit. Okay. We have minimal tower 4, check. Rear tower 1, check. She's armed with 2 7-inch guns. Okay. We can go to geared turbines. Ooh, we can go to oil, meaning we can essentially go down to a single boiler. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Auxiliary 2. Yeah, let's make you better. Let's go stereoscopic rangefinder on you. Look at that, 2,000 tons. That is a maintenance of 500,000. Can I get a 5-inch belt? I can. That's gonna be a bit much. Yeah. Ooh, that's too much. Let's drop down, drop down. You know what? 0.2. Forward deck is a bad idea. There. Okay. That's a 4-month refit time. She's getting a lot of armor. No speed though. That's fine. Gotta check now. Cardinal. You are 700. The up... Let's see, this is the old one. 400. So that's 300 more. I am gonna upgrade them, but I'm gonna drop a lot of the ships of this class. Then we have St. August over here. Small armored cruiser. I do not have any refits of you available. You don't need a better engine, really. You will get stereoscopic rangefinder as well. let's upgrade the armor scheme a bit. Also, whoops, that was too much. There we go. Can I get a 4-inch main deck? Yeah, I can. 6-inch? Excellent. And balanced out. There we go. Save design. She is fairly expensive as well, so I'm going to scrap half my cruiser force. All cruisers that are still in dock. I mean, I've got like 4 or 5 ships out at sea right now. I think I'll scrap the rest and upgrade the latter half when they reach port again. Let's see. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 heavy cruisers. I'm gonna get rid of those at the very least. Let's see. St. Augustine. We have 2 of them. I'm gonna keep those. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna scrap a large part of my heavy cruisers. There, it's done. There is one thing I want to check, though. New design. We can get large armored cruisers. Well, small armored cruisers, really. 11th. Ooh, this looks sexy. Nice, small. I like her. But will I be able to give her some bite as well? "22 knots, yeah, sure. I'm thinking to keep the 7-inch theme for these cruisers. However, I am going with a triple and then a dual one, I think. Tell me. No. I didn't think it would, but you can never be sure, right? You're a bit big. I suppose. No. Okay. Surprise there. You do fit. Barbettes. Gun. Oh, that looks nice. Hell, why am I even keeping the old cruisers? You know what? I might just scrap them completely. I think I will. I think I will, sir. Casemates. Yeah, let's go with 4-inch casemates. Okay. Now, the rest of the ship. Anti-flood, barbette, anti-torpedo, crop armor, stereoscopic depth charges, 2 powder TNT, cap ballistic, enhanced reloading. There we go. That's what I want. 1.5 million. Yeah, I think if I replace the old cruisers with these, should be good, right? I think we have a nice, lovely little cruiser here. Am I gonna add... It's 2.5 million already. I'm not gonna add a citadel, simply because I'm gonna try to save some money here. Not a lot, though, but some. Yeah. Yeah, I think I will. 22 knots is... slowish. That's the thing, isn't it? It is a bit slowish. If I go with forced boilers... 27 knots? That cuts the engine efficiency a bit. 26. 25. 25. 25 works. Okay. Yeah, I can live with this. Since we only have a few ships, let's go with spacious crew quarters. Okay. Safe design. Yeah, I'm gonna scrap my entire heavy cruiser force, and I'm gonna replace them with the new ones. In due time. For now, I'm just gonna scrap them and save money. Let's get our economy in order. I don't want to upgrade battleships and lose so much money. What's my political status right now? It's been a while since I played, I admit. Spain. We are friendly with the world. Okay. Scrap those heavies. There are 4 heavies at sea right now. I'm gonna leave them as for the time being anyway. Finances. This gives me a minus 22 million. But next turn things should be a bit better. Conquest, yeah, the heavy cruisers are on their way there. Is there anything... Don't have that place here. That's always one of the things when playing a lot of campaigns. You're like always looking like, what campaign am I playing again? You can get there in one turn. If I can get another ship or 2 there in a single turn. That's 2. I think I need 1 more destroyer. Saipan. Ooh, this is the closest one. That's gonna be close for 1 turn. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. No matter. Let's go. So I lost 23 million. Let's see what happens now. 22 million. That's not a lot. Portugal, yeah, they want my new cruisers immediately. I'm gonna say no. Germany failed to gain control over Iceland. Well, that's lucky. Alright, it's triggering. By the time it ends, we should have all of our ships there. Afterwards, they can dock and can be scrapped. Refit is 4 months, building is 8 months. Alright, let's get to it, people. Let's get to it. Okay, let's see. Korea is being overrun, but Vanuatu is mine. Ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a little port. Heavy cruisers, you may immediately dock here to be decommissioned. Some of the light cruisers may actually go back to truck. I'm gonna leave 1 light cruiser there as well. These destroyers. Go back. Except one. These two destroyers may go back here. Okay. Now, as you can see, we have another conquest going. We have another invasion that is just started. Some extra ships are coming in, including some cruisers that they're coming from Cuba. That should be good. Also, Japan, El Salvador, well done. Having a port here is huge for the Japanese. As the world continues to turn. Now this is an interesting one. One turn has passed. And we got a new tech coming up. The Dreadnought 4 is obsolete now. And the Dreadnought 4 generic has become available. What? So the... I'm sorry, what? The Dreadnought 4 hull... I'm not even sure what hull it is, actually. I should look it up. This one? No? Hold on. New design. Okay, that's the hull we've got. No, that is the hull we're getting, but I can't build it yet. My dockyard is too small. Okay, interesting. I half expected we'd lose this hull by now, but weird shit. Weird. No matter. I'm not gonna build them anyway. Not for a while longer. Like 5 or 10 years. Easily. Well, it was a foregone conclusion, of course, but Easter Island has been taken, my friends. Meaning we now have even more bases to defend. That's gonna be a pain. Alright, these destroyers came from Havana. Wanna leave one here, though. Ula, you may remain. Still, it gives me a good base of operations here in the West-South American Oceans, the South Pacific, I suppose. Which is good. Which is good. Now, my finances are, as you can see, doing good. Plus 7 million. My battleships have been upgraded. My last battleship is being commissioned right now. Or just finished commissioning, either way. And I'm spending my money right now in building new heavy cruisers for my fleets. Because honestly, we do need a couple. After these heavy cruisers are done, I want to do the same with the light cruisers, by the way. And my destroyers probably as well. Scrap the old stuff, get new stuff in. Fewer ships, better ships. We're going quality over quantity from here on out. Okay, a couple of turns later, things are going quite according to plan. We now have 7 heavy cruisers. The last one is being built. All heavy cruisers have been deployed in Barcelona. Most of my battleships are either in Barcelona or in Valencia. We are preparing a fleet here for a strike against our enemies. However, before that happens, we need to look, and luckily we have some time, at our destroyers, because it is time to retire the Ula and everything below that, because they're not useful to my plans anymore. There's gonna be a lot of small destroyers gone, sure. Step 2. The rest of the fleet back to limited control. Okay, there we go. That will bring me down to 6 destroyers in total. Ooh, that's not a lot. However, financially, we can afford to build a lot of new ones now. And I'm gonna start off 20. Sure. Am I though? No, I'm not. Scrap that plan. I'm gonna delete that design. We no longer need it. We only have 3 of you. However, I'm gonna build a new design. We got some new text for destroyers. So I might as well just design a new one right from the get-go. Destroyer 3. How about 1850? That's too much. 1800 tons it is. However, I am going with a 1700 tonner, I think. That lies low in the water. Can do at least 37 knots. Low range is fine. Alright. Very fancy towers, but we can't use them. Wait, we can make the beam even bigger. But even then, this tower is just too big for the hull. I mean, come on, game. That's stupid. Engines. We're gonna need at least 2 funnels, I think. Probably. Gear turbine and oil. Two stacker, check. They're being a pain in the ass right now. Simple tower, check. Main guns. I want 4.5-inch guns on these destroyers. Maximum length. That's 2. Barbettes. I would like a very small barbette there. And a very small barbette here. Giving me 4 guns. Torpedo launchers. We just unlocked the quadruple launcher a couple of turns back. I do want 8 torpedoes on this ship. Yes, I'm feeling it. This is gonna be a fun ship. Minesweeper, I want a mine layer in there as well. Hydro 2 will suffice. 2 powder. Pyrrhic acid? Yeah, sure, pyrrhic acid. Triple hull. Auxiliary engine 2, shaft 2. Electric, yeah, ooh, expensive as hell compared to the old ones. Okay. The ship is armored up. Is there anything I want still? Yes, I think there is. Give me 2-inch guns. I can't lower the diameter of the 2-inchers? Really? Since when? Can't I bring the 2-inch guns down to 1? What? That would be annoying, if that's no longer possible. Surely not, that must... No, wait, I'm looking at the armor, you muffin ads. Oh, thank God. Yeah, so many things are changing. It could, in theory, have been possible to see such a change. Okay, 1-inch guns, 1-inch guns. Can't put them on the towers, nope. 1,600 tons used, I mean... Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's good. I can live with this. Don't really need anything else. This will be my new basic destroyer for the time being. The José Luis Diaz. Or something. And I'm going to start by building 15 of you. Twelve of them will be deployed in Spain, at the very least. 15 destroyers. Financially, ooh, that's more expensive than I realized. Well, it is what it is. U3, Barcelona. U6 in Valencia. You know what? And the others may deploy wherever they want. Limited, please, even with the ships that are being built. Yeah, this is going to be expensive for a few turns. I do need the new destroyers, though. Can't just scrap them and not get new ones. And with that, I'm continuing to build up tension with a certain nation, and I'll be back in an effie. Well, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. We have the small scout cruiser available, and that means we need a timeout. Portugal, no. Venezuela, no. Failed to improve my relations with the Germans. So, my destroyers are mostly built. I'm very slowly building some more. We're gaining 40 million a month right now. That is a very good basis for our operations, I say. However, with the new light cruiser availability, we may have to postpone our invasion plans until we have the new light cruisers. I don't know. I just don't know. What I do know is that we have the small scout cruiser, and yep, she can be small, people. She can be small. 3,000? No way. 2,600 tons. Okay, challenge accepted. What can we do? I think for this very small class, we're gonna need this tower. Yeah. 33 knots. In other words, she is very, very fast. I don't think crane towers will fit on this one, though. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Geared oil. And we are done. Excellent, excellent, excellent. That will be the torpedo armament. Will this be the torpedo armament? Hold on. Let's get 20-inch torpedoes, shall we? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Get a single launcher there. I would like... You know what? Let's go 20... No, let's keep it at 20-inch. Sure. 3 launchers to either side. Yes. Supported by 6-inch guns. I mean, the goal of this ship is not necessarily to be a gunboat. This is a torpedo boat. However, torpedo boat or not, 6-inch gun does not fit on there. That is a shame. You will fit on that one. So we can have a dual launcher on the front as well. That's 16 torpedoes to either side. That is pretty deadly. They can fire 9.5 kilometers. That is pretty deadly too. Barbette 3. I don't suppose we really need a lot of barbettes. Yeah, my flash fire chance is relatively low. Do I want to go with Krupp armor? In fact, I don't think I will. At least I'm going with Krupp 1. Low quality armor is fine. I do want electrical steering with an unbalanced rudder though. What is my turning circle? 175 meters. Yeah. Hold on, I gotta check something. Well, had to look up a name, because there's only one name that is viable for such a ship. Kitakami. There is no other ship name that can be allowed for such a monster. She will go in, fire her torpedoes, and then GTFO. Rangefinder depth charges. Acoustics will be necessary for you. And that's about it, really. Core died. No, let's go with 2 powder TNT. Also brings the flash fire down to 1%. Let's get that to 1.8% and bring the barbettes down a bit, just to save money. Saving money. Okay. Kitakami. Done. Oh, I like her. I like her. Not to mention cheaper than my destroyers, I think. 48 million? Yeah. Kitakami is cheaper than my destroyers. Destroyers have 4 4.5-inch guns. You have 3 6-inch guns. Huh. Okay. Interesting. That is a ship that we will see a lot in action. Small scout cruiser. Okay, we have a small one. Then I would like a 5,000 tonner. Hello. 5,000 tonner, thank you. With a big tower. This will not be a torpedo spammer, not at all. What a monstrous tower. 2,900, yeah, but spotting is so much better on this. That's bloody insane. Yeah, let's just keep her with turbines. I do need 33 knots though, hold on. Gear turbines. Alright, let's go induced, that's fine. Barbettes. Let's see, just very small ones are the ones we need. No, that does not fit. That's a shame. Okay, let's get rid of that one then. And place this gun on the deck. 6 6-inch guns. No. 6 6.5-inch guns. That is quite a bit of firepower. And maybe... yeah, we should be able to do so. We can get at least 2 smaller torpedo launchers. Can we get you to 21-inch though? And not really. Not really, no. That's a shame. That is a shame. Oh well, no matter. And no torpedoes is fine as well. Secondary guns, 2-inchers. Yeah, I knew it. And I forgot to do that on the other ship, but that's fine. After all, this is the gunboat. And a mine layer. Yes, please. TNT, 2 powder. Max AP rounds, please. Let's also go crop 1. Trying to save some money, trying to keep her under 1.5 million, really. But that should be doable. Okay, for now I think we have the ship we need. Haven't looked at the armor though. What can we do? 2.3 inch. Whew. Alright, there we go. Save design. I got a rangefinder, right? Yeah, I did. Good. 2 new light cruisers. General Yelinier. Kitakami. Although I think they will only be ready during the war at best. That's right, folks. War is on the horizon. For we have been challenged. You see, there was this evil person who wrote about the fall of Spain. And a lot of people were cheering, thought it was a grand idea. The fall of Spain. Well, I say no more. Also, I say I need to start getting more crew members. Whew, my crew pool is getting low. As such, we have been slowly preparing to get into a war with one nation and one nation only, ladies and gentlemen. A nation that I have discussed before. A nation that we need to get into a war with as soon as possible. There we have it, Austria. The Austrian fleet is large. Their battleships are powerful. I have no doubts this will be a hard fight. Yes, it will be hard. But I also know I am capable of winning this. I'm capable of doing damage. I'm capable of surviving. Since Kitakamis are so cheap, I'm gonna build 2 more, assuming the war with start now will give me a monthly balance that is in the positives. Otherwise, I'll be grumpy once more. Come on. Come on. The Royal Oak class is discarded. French is building new ships. Soviet Union is discarding battleships. And our patience is over. Oh, how nice. Huh. Let's clear out her unrest a bit. I will not intervene in Japan, thank you. Spain and Austria are at war, ladies and gentlemen. And that will be the challenge for next time, for my next episode. I want to try to knock out Austria. It's relatively easy, if I can break their fleet. The enemy only has 2 ports in Albania, so taking Albania takes away 2/3 of whatever they have left. Besides that, they have a single port, Odessa, in the Ukraine. So if I can knock out Albania and take it, if I can take the Ukraine, I win the war. Austria will have no further ports unless they have a colony. Do they have a colony? I don't think so. I do. Yay for Mongolia. And yes, I should be able to knock out the entire Austrian realm from this campaign. I've been planning it for a while now, This is the fleet that I have, that I gotta do it with, though. 6 battleships. One battle cruiser. 7 heavy cruisers, 1 light, and 11 destroyers. So yeah. Let's take a quick look. We have 2 Valencias, 2 Castillas, pardon me, 2 Sanfois, and the 8-incher in Valencia, together with 1 Salvador del Mundo. So yeah, that's all my battleships. She's old. Salvador del Mundo is a very old battleship. Ah. And I've been thinking about not going to war. However, we had an episode of peace. I don't want too many of those. I mean, where's the fun in that, right? I could have stayed at peace for another 10 years with ease. My relations with the Austrians was actually pretty good when I started this. But I don't want to. So, we have those. We have Castillas. I almost pressed scrap. That would be terrifying. They're very modern. Lots of firepower. These are the ships that I'm counting on to win me the war. 13.5-inch guns. They pack quite a punch. They do. And of course the 8-incher is against enemy escort ships. So let us begin. I think sending the fleet in one big formation is the way to go. Send them towards Austria. Smash their fleet in one single strike. There we go. Deploy the fleet. Submarines. You may move here. I have 1 light cruiser here, light cruiser. Yeah, we got some ships here and there in some ports. Not a lot, though. Not a lot. You two may actually join the Mediterranean. In the Ionian Sea, we have 1 ship. 1 ship only. Well, 1 ship and an escort. 1 heavy cruiser and a destroyer. Am I gonna deploy them? I'm gonna deploy the heavy cruiser, not the destroyer. Leave the destroyer in town. In hopes of actually catching this formation here. That would be kind of nice. The majority of the Austrian fleet is out and away. We should be able to take advantage. That is for next time, though. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then. Until then, take care.